Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas here with the former IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Charles Martin, who's getting ready for his big fight with Gerald Washington coming up on this Wilder versus Fury 2 card on a pay-per-view. Charles, man, thanks for chatting with us and being here with us, man. I just saw you work out. You look like you're in a good place, and you're looking good. That's what I could take from all this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, just working hard, man, every day in, day out, being fully dedicated to what I'm doing, man, in my craft.
With your 2019, you had a busy fight, and you had a great fight with Adam Konacki. Coming into this fight with Gerald Washington, it's a huge fight, big audience. I would imagine that you want to look spectacular against someone that you're pretty familiar with as well.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing that we were, doing, and that's the reason why I'm working so hard. It's a really big platform. I'm blessed to be a part of, one of the biggest fights, So I just have to make a big statement. I gotta go out there and look sensational, and yeah, that's what all this preparation's for.
When's the first time you met Gerald? Because I know you guys, California scene, you guys all know each other, but you guys have been around each other for a long time, right?
Correct. We first met in about 2012, maybe. 2012, we were still amateur, and he used to come over and spar with us at the Rock Gym. So we've been sparring for years. We're familiar, or whatever. But some people change and some people stay the same. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Did it get to a point where, like, relationship-wise, you guys were like friends, like close friends?
Yeah, not ever like hanging out off of the boxing scene, but as far as like boxing brothers, yeah, I'd say yeah, we were cool. We always been cool. Even after the fight, shake his hand, still cool.
Yeah. You guys chat at all? Like,
yeah, we've chatted.
Since the fight's been announced, you guys have?
Oh no, not since the fight.
I was gonna say.
No.
Yeah.
This ain't no buddy right here, man. Buddy system. Nah, it's straight business. Straight business.
Okay, so there's like no reservation then about actually like fighting him, because I know like some fighters at times are like, hey, I consider him a friend. It's just business, but yeah, it does kind of suck that I have to fight a guy that I'm so familiar with.
Well, we're heavyweights, you know what I mean? It's a part of the business, you know what I mean? Like there's only so many guys, and he's in the it's like number 9 or something like that. We got to fight, period. You know what I mean? Like ain't no friends with making this money, man, and getting these titles.
Obviously that's the goal for you. This is an eliminator fight, and the IBF champion is a fighter that you faced already, I want to say 3 years back in England. You want to get another crack at the heavyweight title. With that being said, what'd you make of how your former opponent, Anthony Joshua, has looked in these last few fights since you fought him?
What do I make up what he looks like?
Yeah, how he's looked like, not look wise. Like,
I mean, no, I know. I'm saying like as far as how he's been performing.
Well, you can comment on his fashion sense. I don't care, but
he's he's just AJ, man. When he came over here, he got exposed. You know what I mean? Like he couldn't handle all the pressure, coming out of his comfort zone and stuff like that, and and he got lit up. So everybody he knows that's the most important thing. He knows that he's not invincible. You know what I mean? He knows that he can be touched. So it's gonna be a whole different story when I get my second fight with him.
There's parallels there, because you had to go over there and defend the title, and I feel like it was like a lot all at once on you as well.
It's the same thing. It happened the same way, As soon as he came out, you know what I mean? I was comfortable here, and I felt, on foreign soil, I felt different too. It was a lot of distractions, a lot of things that happened prior to the fight, which I'm pretty sure might have not have happened for him. But you seen what happened. So, as soon as he came out, he got exposed.
What is it about going to foreign soil that is distracting or kind of like hinders a fighter?
I mean, they had me doing like 100 interviews. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even focus and keep my head around what was going on. You know what I mean? Like it was just constant interview. It's crazy, man. It was nonsense. So, that's for one thing. And one thing led to another. Just the domino effect of problems that was over there, man. I'll never fight outside of my country again.
Even if it's for like another title shot with him, right?
It's like neutral ground, you know, like somewhere where he's not from, I'm not from. You know what I mean? It's got to be a even playing field. Because I felt like they were, you know, doing that particularly, you know what I mean, to distract me, to keep me, you know, off my game.
The promoter, like Eddie Hearn and all them, you felt that?
He made it to where it was. I don't know if they were doing the same thing with him, but I'm pretty. You know, he's from there. He's, you know, he came up over there. Like, you don't need that many interviews. Like, it was really, you know, excessive. You know, so.
Do you still think back over about the fight?
Not at all. Not at all. The past is the past. I got a bright future. I'm a total different fighter. You know, my coaches, I got with the right people. You know what I mean? Our chemistry is good, and we're going to take it to the top, man. That's all I can say. 2020, we're going to take it to the top.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I've noticed a change, and I know you went through like a rough patch and everything like that. And even after the Joshua fight, you got a shot, I believe, like, was it in the arm or in the hand or something like that? Your chest. Yeah. Was it the chest?
No, I didn't get shot, man. That's a myth, man.
Oh, that's a myth? I thought it was on the news.
I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know. I didn't get shot.
But the important thing is it seems that you're in a good place, like you're balanced and you're grounded.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. What I guess forced the change?
Just I don't know. I've always had it. It's just like certain little things, you know, will throw your whole game off. You know, little things. It's all about the details. You know what I mean? My coach Edgar, he really pays attention to detail as well. So that's a real thing that we work on. You know, just detail. You know, like. But it's the small things that count. So I've always had, you know, the ambition, the drive, you know, to be a champion, to be the best, you know, and all those things. It's never been too far away, but I'm easily, you know, swayed, you know, if I'm not fully focused. And, you know, I just grew up, man, you know. I got the payday and all that stuff and, you know, all the immaturity that comes with that and, you know, living and having money for the first time or whatever. But I don't care about the money, you know, forget the fame, forget the money. I want the belts. I want titles. I want big wins, and I want a legacy.
Andy Ruiz kind of went through the same thing you went as well. You know, with the fame, the money. You know, you lived that part. You know, when you see what happened with him, what do you make of that situation?
I mean, it's life, man. You just got to live your life. You know, every you know. You got to go through it. Sometimes some people do, some people don't, I guess. You know what I mean? It's just how your background is, you know what I mean? How you come up. When you ain't came from nothing, you know, and you get a lot too fast, sometimes you can get wild with it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What was the first thing that you got when you got that big check? I'll be honest, I would have gone crazy too.
Some
Jewelry, yeah.
Car, jewelry.
Nice car at least though, right?
Yeah. So, you know, that's just coming the background, you know, how you came up. So, but it's all good, man. You know, we live and we learn. He'll come back stronger, you know, just like I'm strong. I'm ready. I'm ready and I'm focused. You know what I mean? So when I'm on point like this, can't nobody beat me but me. And I don't think I'll be throwing punches at myself on the 22nd.
Yeah, when you look at this fight, and like you mentioned, it's on a big platform. Gerald, you know, has had his shot at the world title too as well. Fought Deontay Wilder a few years back. When you see this fight, like how do you see it playing out? How do you see it going?
Me?
Yeah.
My fight? Oh, you know, he's a great fighter, man. You know, he's did his thing. He's been at the top. You know, he's tasted, you know, as a top contender. But I'm not playing, man, and I'm gonna go in there and get the job done. You know, I'm not looking for no knockout. I'm willing to go 12 rounds if need be, and because we're in shape for it. So it'll be a great night.
The main event, Wilder and Fury, is one that's anticipated, and a lot of people say it's a 50-50 fight. I want your like expert like opinion on it. You know, like, is it a 50-50 fight? Does it favor one or the other? Like, how do you see it?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. He kind of switched trainers. You know, he just barely, you know, kind of switched trainers, and I don't think that was a good thing. You know, when you got that chemistry and stuff, you know, it's kind of bad. So to just leave and be with a new person and try to learn all new tactics and stuff like that, you know, within the time frame of a big fight. So that's one thing that he did wrong, I think. And then two, he's gonna outbox him, you know. He's gonna do his thing, but Wilder's gonna hit him with that right hand, and it's probably gonna be lights out because he's been doing it. You know, he's on a one-punch knockout streak. So I don't know, man. I'm leaning more to Wilder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is can he get back up if he gets hit again like that? Because I don't know, like that. What he did in the first fight, you can only do that so many times.
Yeah. I mean, he's never been like beat up or anything of hurt and stuff in his career. So I don't think his chin's like gone. But I mean, look at his record. Look at his track record. He fights a guy once and he might, you know, knock him down, do whatever, stop him, whatever. But then the second time he fights him, it's like he got him figured out. So he's just gonna be like, boom, land that right hand, man. I'm telling you, that thing is getting crazy. That thing is getting crazy. But until he fights me, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be the one to get him. I'm gonna be the one to get Deontay Wilder. Yeah. Yeah, he gonna win that fight.
You think, yeah?
Yeah, he gonna.
By knockout, you think?
Yeah, he'll win that fight. Yeah.
If Wilder wins the fight, you know, obviously they're gonna want him to go ahead and go into a fight with Joshua.
And he looked bad against that stiff. You know what I mean? What's this guy's name? The Walsh or something like that. Alwyn. You know, his last fight where he got all cut up.
You're talking about Fury against Volin. Yeah, where he got that big cup. Yeah, he didn't look that good.
Yeah. So, you know, it could be the money too. You know, some people can't handle it. You know, the money distracts you. You know, so, yeah.
So with Wilder and Joshua, obviously you have experience with Joshua. At this point, who would you say like would have the edge in a hypothetical fight between them two?
The right hand. That right hand.
Cause Joshua has a right hand too, though. No,
he does, but he don't. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that. It's not like that. Yeah, he ain't just like boom and knock you out. Yeah, it's not like that. He gonna do the Bambi legs again. If they fight, he gonna hit him. He gonna do the Bambi legs. You know what I mean? And then Wilder gonna do that wild windmill, and then they gonna stop the fight.
Now, with this fight, it's an eliminator. So, you know, your path to getting the IBF shot seems to have like some sort of like clarity to it. Pulev and Joshua is saying that that's probably going to be his mandatory. But after that, if you win this fight, you're right there. You're at number one, right? If you win this fight.
Yeah, I hope I could strike lightning in the bottle, man. So, and we get it.
What's done differently if you get a crack at him again? Like, what do you do differently? How is the fight differently? Like, how do you put everything that you learned from the first fight and apply it into a rematch with him?
Everything that I got right now, everything that I'm doing right now is what it'll take to beat him. You know what I mean? I could beat anybody. This, on the 22nd, I could beat any of them heavyweights. You know what I mean? It just happened to be Gerald Washington. You know, let's put it that way. Because I mean business and I mean what I say. You know what I mean? We've been working way too hard to fall down to any man right now. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
How active do you think you'll be this year?
As active as my manager wants me to be. You know what I mean? I'll take this fight. I'll take a few days off. You know, maybe 30 days. I'll still, you know, run and eat clean, eat how I like to eat. The foods that I love to eat are really not even like bad foods. So, you know, I'll be in shape, man. It only takes me like that to get in shape. You know.
I know a lot of fans like to like argue about like who's like the top of like whatever division. I'm just kind of curious. I'm always curious how like boxers see like how they rank fighters in the division. Like how would you rank if you were to make a top 5 of the heavyweight division right now? Like how would you rank everybody?
Like names, just 5 names.
Yeah. Like
in order. Well, I gotta go with what's you know statistically correct. You know, so I'll say you know Wilder. Then you got Joshua. Then you got Fury. Then you got who else is out there? then you got me, and then you got Andy. Yeah, that's how I got it, man.
A lot of people would argue and flip the 2 with the 1. They'd say Joshua has majority of the belts. He should be number 1.
Yeah, but Joshua hasn't lost. You know what I mean? Like, Joshua got knocked out. You gotta put the number 1 guy. He's undefeated. You know what I mean? It's undefeated.
Do you see you mentioned Andy as number 5. Do you see a fight with Andy in the future? I know like he was helped you with sparring like in the past, but did you ever think back then and even now that like maybe at some point you guys will fight?
I don't think we'll fight. If we have to, we will, but I don't think that he's in my lane of where I'm going. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense. But yeah, he's good. He's good. When he in shape, can't nobody beat him either. You know, it's the same look. Looking good.
Charles, man, hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's good chatting with you, man. Thank you so much. Charles Martin right here, co-main event coming up on this Wilder versus Fury pay-per-view card. Takes on Gerald Washington coming up at the MGM Grand, February 22nd.